Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Deja vu. Right next to me, we have Juan Vidal. We'll be competing on our next upcoming event at the Cow Palace, August 17. We have 6 weeks out. Now, Juan, let's introduce you once to all the MMA fight fans out there in the Bay. Who you are, where you coming from?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Juan Vidal, aka the Poet, coming from San Jose. Yeah, really excited to be on this fight card.
Now, most people probably don't recognize you because you cut your hair.
Yeah.
No more ponytail?
Yeah, no more ponytail.
No more braid
no more
before
braids.
your fight? What made you cut your ponytail?
Yeah, it's just a lot of maintenance, man. A lot of maintenance. It take like 30 minutes after training to detangle it, too much conditioner, all that stuff. So it's like, you know what? It's time. I almost just completely shaved it off, but I left a little bit on top.
A little bit's good.
Yeah,
a little bit of hair.
So, yeah.
Every young man in one part of time should grow a little long hair. Just experience.
Yeah, I do miss it though, but you know, I had that for like 4 years, you know. So
I had mine when I was 17, 18. And man, since the hairline, receding hairline, you know, music, you don't even want to cut your hair. You want to keep as much as you have, you know.
Yeah,
so now, Juan, making your second professional fight.
Yes,
your last fight was almost a year ago, isn't it?
Yeah, almost a year ago.
Wow, it's just blink of an eye like this.
Yeah, it went by.
And now you on the upcoming fight against a very game opponent just coming off a win, Christopher Fernandez. What's your thought on him?
Yeah, definitely a tough guy. Definitely a game opponent. Always comes to bang.
Yes.
So really excited to get in there and that's
when you're watching his fight, what do you see yourself have advantage on him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very confident in my striking for sure. He's definitely a striker.
Mm-hmm.
I would say he doesn't use his grappling as much. So yeah, we'll see how he's coming with this fight and just take whatever chances we get.
This is the toughest fight you ever faced so far, amateur and professional career.
Yeah, I mean, every fight is always the toughest fight, right? The levels keep going up, people keep getting better, more experience. So yeah, I would say this is probably the next step there to being the toughest opponent.
How do you see yourself beating him?
I'm not too stuck on one way, right? We're gonna go in there, we're ready for everything. If it has to go to the grappling, if it has to stay in the striking, if it goes to the clinch, anything in between, we're ready for everything, right? So not too stuck on trying to go for one thing or another.
Now, this fight's a 135-pound fight. You always fight at 135, even as an amateur, you know, and a professional. What do you walk around weight?
Yeah, I walk around like 150, 153-ish, so not too much of a weight cut. Yeah, I try to stay.
Everything about moving down to 125 was too much of a cut.
It might be a little too much of a cut. Yeah, I'm pretty lean, right? I walk around relatively lean, so those extra 10 pounds, I'm not really sure where I take them off from. You know? So,
Do you ever concern, like Christopher? It's wild because when he fought as an amateur, he fought at 155.
Yeah.
And then he fought at 145.
Yeah.
But now pro, he stayed at 135. Do you ever concern like he has some size and strength advantage?
No, not necessarily, right? Weight is it looks different on different people, right? And different weight also kind of accounts for different levels of strength and things like that. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about 155s, 145s, whatever. So.
Any other 135er in the Bay Area or the regional California that catch your eye that you want to look at it and you might want to fight someday?
Yeah, there's a lot of. I think we have a pretty stacked division. Right?
Yeah,
there's a lot of talent on the 135s.
Yes.
So definitely a lot of people that I watch. But in terms of who I want to fight next, that's Christopher Fernandez. You know, after that, we'll see what happens there. But I don't want to look past any opponent, give everybody the respect, and we'll see after that what it goes. But ultimately, I'm trying to get back to that title fight. You know, as an amateur, I had the opportunity to do that. Came up a little short. I'm just trying to get back into that title contention. So whatever gets me there, that's what I'm looking to do.
That's pretty awesome. You know, now how do you training differently this upcoming fight? You know, do you do anything differently? More wrestling, more ground, or more focus on striking? Because Christopher is a little bit more like a striker. What do you emphasize on this training camp?
Yeah, a lot more striking for sure. A lot more stand up, and a lot more strength and conditioning for sure too. Just overall, just trying to be a better athlete, get better in the places that I see that I haven't had as much experience in. So yeah, that's been pretty much the goal.
That's pretty awesome. Now, how old are you right now, Juan?
I am 33 years old.
So you are on the peak of your prime right now.
Yeah, starting the prime, you know.
Starting the prime.
Yeah.
So crazy, because back in the days when you do boxing, kickboxing, people talk about, you know, over 30s, over the hill. But now, in the modern day, modern era, you know, looks like all the athletes, especially MMA, they hit the primes between 30 to 35. That's like their prime, you know. So I can't wait to watching you fight, man. It's like a whole years almost haven't seen you in the cage, and I want to see what kind of progress you made. Last fight, you made your pro debut. It finished up like less than a minute, right?
Yeah, 37 seconds.
37 seconds. Like I didn't even blink of an eye, turn around, do something, and the fight's over. And it was pretty crazy. But can't wait to watching you fight. Can't wait to watching Christopher fight. And this fight has been, I've been wanting to put this fight together for a minute, but finally happened on August 17th. So any special sponsor, training partner, coaches, supporters that you want to shout out to?
Yeah, of course. Tons of people, man. Tons of people. Obviously, everybody at Cordero Martial Arts, all of my training partners, the people at Hyper Strength and Conditioning, Anthony, my striking coach, also another Anthony, my strength and conditioning coach. Yeah, it's all a team effort, so shout out to all of them. Also, everybody pulling up to see the show, right? Really appreciate you guys helping out and supporting. So, yeah, yourself for putting on the card. So,
Yep.
Yeah, man, thank you. Too many people to thank.
First round fight, number 3. It's going down August 17th at the Cow Palace. This is a big stack card. About 25 fights on the card. 10 pros and 15 amateurs. Who is your main training partner for this upcoming fight?
My main training partner is Jimmy
Little
and
Jimmy.
Pedro.
Yes,
Pedro. Yeah, he's been training with me a lot. Obviously, Trey and Garrett, they were with me for a while too. Yeah, they've been my main sparring partners as of late.
That's pretty good. I'm hoping I could get Jimmy back in the cage soon too. You know,
definitely.
I haven't seen that little cowboy fighting for like almost a year and a half. You know, that kid have a lot of potential too. You know, now if your opponent Christopher Fernandez watching this interview, what do you have to say to him?
Yeah, I hope his training camp is going well, and I'm excited to get in there and test each other. You know, keep it short and sweet.
Do you think this fight will go the distance?
I mean, we're ready for anything, right? If it has to go the distance, it'll go the distance. But we're ready for anything, and we're ready to capitalize on any opportunities.
3 5-minute round. It's a long time.
Yeah, 15 minutes to be there.
It's a long time, you know.
Yeah.
With elbows and knees and everything goes, you know. Now, what do? You work in a hospital, right?
No, I work in tech.
Tech. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You work in the tech.
Yeah.
You got a full-time job.
Yeah, full-time job.
Career.
Yes, sir.
But luckily, your job doesn't require a lot of physical too, right? Just more like desk.
Yeah,
desk
just
work.
mostly desk work, writing stuff.
So you're a software engineer?
Yes, sir. Yeah, software engineer.
Well, you're already making a bang on that job. That's a Silicon Valley right here, and all the tech companies. You know, how long have you been doing it?
I graduated in 2018 and pretty much been in the industry
6
since.
Years.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a little on and off because the pandemic and just the nature of the tech industry. There's a lot of layoffs and budget cuts and things like that.
Shoot.
So yeah, a little on and off, but you know, we're here. It
But
pays
you
the bills.
didn't get any of that touching though, right?
Oh no, I've been laid off like twice. Yeah, during the
shit.
pandemic. Yeah, I got laid off during the pandemic, and then there was some budget cuts at the job I was at previously. So yeah, like I said, it's part of the industry. You kind
Did you
of.
get a new job?
Oh yeah, I just started a new job like 2 months ago.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
shit. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
That's good. You know, job security is important. Living in the Bay Area is so damn expensive to live in out here.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
And then you don't have a kids or anything.
Yeah, no kids.
Yeah,
Not
not
that I know of. Yeah.
Not that you know.
No kids. It's
No
fine,
kids.
yeah,
That's good. You know. And how often do you train?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day, twice a day sometimes. Yeah, every day as much as I can.
Wow, that's a dedication. You know. Now, who is your favorite UFC fighter?
My favorite UFC fighter right now? That's a hard one. I really like Merab. I think he's a little underrated. Definitely a strong competitor.
Merab, which one?
Merab Dvalishvili.
What weight is he fighting?
He's a bantamweight. I think he's fighting Sean O'Malley next.
Oh
Right?
shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like him. He's a funny guy, a lot of personality, but very respectful.
I
And,
gotta look into him. You know.
Yeah, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili. He's pretty solid.
Do you want to be in the UFC one day?
Yeah, that's the goal, man. You know, I think either UFC or One Champion, right? Not a lot of people in the United States watch One Champion, but it's pretty big over in Asia. And
The problem about one championship is they doing this hydration testing, but there's absolutely zero drug tests at all.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like, and I'm pretty sure. Pretty much everybody who fight one championship, you are taking some sort of a supplement, you know, and
supplement.
Yeah. I mean, look at the promotion. Like literally, we do have a few one championship fighters that training in our gym, and it's insane. Like you walk into, they so worried about people not letting you cut weight, but there's absolutely zero test on any kind of enhanced drugs. I mean, you can pretty much take anything and shoot up whatever, and that's why one championship. You see even a lot of UFC vets moving into one championship. You know, it take them 1 or 2 fights to even adapt into it. The cardio, the conditioning, all those people just load up anything you need. And then before the guy's like, oh well, UFC you can't do that, but now I can. So I'm gonna start loading up, and then you can match up the competition level. So yeah, one championship it's pretty wild. You know, I mean, again, you go to Thailand, you go to a lot of Asians, and you walk into any kind of drugstore, probably drugstore, you can pretty much get anything you want over the counter. So that's kind of a sports that promotions that I don't really, I'm not a big fan of it. You know, like don't want people to dehydrate, but you're okay to let people take any drugs you want. I mean, you can look at the fighter physique and the muscularity, all that, almost like a bodybuilder show sometimes. Watching the one championship.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the rehydration clause is not bad, right? I think that's all right, but I didn't know that about the drug thing. So.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
If you've been in this industry for a little bit and you're looking at all the athletes, like you just look at the athletes in one championship.
Yeah.
Some of this dude's like a 5'4", like look like a refrigerator.
Yeah, stacked. Yeah,
it's crazy. You know, like and then they don't get tired, and they'll go for. 5-minute round and still look, like, I mean, you could watching UFC, the title fights, people go 5-minute rounds and people get tired and a little fatigue, but they fighting through it, but you can see they're human, You go to watching one championship, was like, are they human? Like you kind of have a doubt, but you're not sure what you can pinpoint about it, but, anyway, I mean, they're dominating the Asian market, so if you want to make some money, that's the only place you can get to shine. So everyone just like, all right, I'm gonna gear it up and shoot up, and I'm gonna go one championship. It's pretty wild,
Yeah.
So if someday you ever make it there, watch out. I might not recognize Juan after a few fights in one championship.
I'm an organic, free range, GMO free guy. But hey, if the one championship CEO is watching this, Zonglo's calling you out, man.
Oh yeah, big time.
Any weight, rehydration clause, whatever, tell him what's up. So.
The thing is, rehydration is good for people's health.
Yeah.
But in another hand, like you should do a drug test.
For sure, yeah, definitely.
Like, what's the point? You want people to be healthy athlete and more organic, but there's zero fucking drug testing policy.
Yeah.
People literally showed up just focus on rehydration test. And then there's no drug test.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing about fighting in California too. Now in the casino show, like, it costs a lot of money to drug test fighters. So every pro fight events that we have, they'll pick out 4 to 5, randomly. They pick out 4 to 5 fighters. They do P tests and all that. So to prevent people to do some of those shady stuff. So I think it's good.
For sure,
Absolutely good for the sport, good for the athlete, So when you fight in casino, sometimes you hear people say that all the time, like, man, I think my opponent's on something, That dude looks like this, look like that. Well, you're fighting on a unsanctioned show. That's part of the risk you gotta take.
Yeah.
So, but anyhow, this upcoming August 17th in Cal Palace is a huge stack card. Making sure you guys stay tuned and do not miss it out. And please subscribe my YouTube channel. Give me some love and support so we keep putting all the contents out there, and then all the interviews, all the fighters, and some of the fighters I interviewed it years and years ago, and now they're in UFC, they're in a bigger promotion. It's nice to have a little piece of history, going through my channel. It's pretty awesome. You never know, someday this guy might become something superstar, in UFC or one championship, you never know. So it'd be kind of good to have this interview to broadcast to all the fight fans, so everyone can get to know all the fighters on the card, So now, when you're growing up, any interesting story, because you look like a super nice guy, you ever get into a street fight or anything?
Yeah, all the time, man.
All the time?
All the time, yeah, over really dumb things. Yeah, I remember I was in like middle school, and me and my stepbrother were really into handball, and I hit the ball over the wall, and so we were playing on a school. We walked to the other side of the school, and there's like these 6 kids, and they're like, oh, you know, like, we found this ball, like, da da da.
Oh,
it's like, hey man, that's mine. And he's like, no, it's not. It's like, my name's on it.
Oh,
like,
shit.
oh shit. And then he's like, well, it's mine now. And then, you know, we fought over a handball, like a little rubber ball, $2 ball.
You are absolutely blowing my mind. How you even have street fight? You look so nice and so polite. Doesn't look like the type of kid who get into a fight. You know, how old are you when you get into that fight?
11.
11.
Something. Yeah, I got into a lot of fights as a kid. Yeah, and then had like some anger issues. I think, you know, a little bit. I had to kind of like internalize a little bit, and yeah, I got suspended at school a couple times when I was a kid too. And I think you learn to get that like inner peace, tranquility. You know.
Now you're a professional fighter. Fight to get paid. You're not gonna fight in the street.
Yeah, not worth it, right? It's not worth it.
You
So,
know. That's pretty cool, man. Well, here we go, man. Today is July 7th. We are 6 weeks out to our next event. Making sure to stay tuned. Please get at the fighters, get a ticket from them so they can get a little credit for it. Now, if people want to get a hold of you, Juan, what's your IG?
Yeah, El Poeta Vidal, ELPOETA VIDAL. On IG, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everything. I already said IG, but yeah, everything, it's all the same. So yeah, hit me up there, or look up the Academy, Cordero Martial Arts. You can find us there, tap in for some tickets, and yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Here we go. I am Jung Lo, signing out. Awesome to have you on board, brother.
Thank you.
See you August 17th.
Yes, sir.
Peace.